What's up, guys? It's your boy Darkskin, and today we're going to be going over some frame data as far as everything Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles. Now, before I get into this video, I do want to say big shout out to Princess Elsa on Twitter. I will have their link in the description so you guys can check them out on Twitter if you want to. I will also have this Google Doc in the description as well if you guys want to go over or look over any of this information that you if you want to see or whatever the case may be. Now, there's just a couple of things I want to go over in this Google Doc specifically just to enlighten a lot of people on why I'm saying some of the things I'm saying as far as whether it's Water Tanjiro, Rengoku, Zenitsu, or any other characters in the roster. Because a lot of people don't understand what I mean when I say, oh, well, this character's overpowered or this character's not that good. So it's really good that we have this Google Doc so I can reference you guys on a lot of the stuff I'm talking about, right? Now, the first page is just normal attacks. Everyone's normal attacks are relative. And what I mean by relative is they're pretty similar. As you can see, most of these normal attacks are around 300. Nezuko's 390. You have some that are a little bit less or whatever the case may be. Cool. The second attack is pretty relative. Light attack relative. Everything's generally relative. Some people have more damage than others. Some have less damage than others. But for the most part, you doing your combo string is not going to be the difference between games. It's more so once you get to your specials and other things like that. So I'm not going to go too much on this. If you guys want to look at this, like I said, you'll find the link in the description. So check it out if you guys want to. Anyways, moving on to the specials. And this is where I start to see a lot of the underlying problems. If you look at the color palette down here, you'll see that with each special, they give a certain combo. Now, whether it's a red combo, yellow combo, or blue combo varies depending on what special we're talking about. Now, let's just stop and look at everyone's damage on their skill 1. Skill 1 being your neutral skill, just pressing your, button. Tanjiro, 1400. Nezuko, 1600. Orokodaki, 2200. Makomo is 5 times 2, which is 1000, which she does very low damage, so we already know that. Sabito, 1600. Zenitsu, 1300. Inosuke, around 1300. You can see all the numbers, right? 1800, 2000. There you go. Now, this is where the problems start to arise. If you guys don't know how the game works, number one, you usually super and then you go into another super, right? If you look at the skill 2 damage on a lot of these characters, you'll notice a very big shift. As you can see with Tanjiro, he still has 1400 damage. So he'll do Water Whale, Waterfall. He'll be dishing out a lot of damage. Nezuko's is much lower. Orokodaki's is much lower. But it's still pretty decent, especially with his first one doing a lot. Makomo just does no damage. We obviously know. Sabito's is fine. Zenitsu's much lower. Inosuke's, it scales depending on how many times you hit, and it's a blue combo. And then you go on to someone like Rengoku, who also does 1400. And then Fire Tanjiro does 1700. So as you look at all of these, you see a recurring theme of characters with a lot of damage, and then you have characters with not so much damage. If you look at skill 3, Tanjiro, once again, 1300. Nezuko's does good damage, 1500. But I want to put emphasis on Water Tanjiro's damage, right? Fire Tanjiro's damage. Rengoku's damage. Gyu's damage, because this is a counter and it's a blue combo. Sabito's damage. Now look at all the characters with less damage. Makomo, right? Zenitsu. So this already it already creates an imbalance of characters dishing out considerably more damage and then characters dishing out far less damage. Now, if you look at all of these, one character is not like any other character, and that would be Zenitsu. If you look at Zenitsu's skills, assist, directional assist, air skill, everything, they all start red combos. So anytime you hit someone with a super, with Zenitsu, whether it's in the air, it's an assist, it's yours, whatever the case may be, it starts a red combo, meaning you're going to get out minimal damage. Now, Inosuke is pretty similar because almost all of his are red, but Inosuke has the ability to start a blue combo off of one of his skills. No, there's only one other character in the game that can do that, and that's Giyu, but his is a defensive skill. So, already off rip, like, you'll notice that, like, not only Zenitsu, but I mainly talk about Zenitsu because I main him, but there are characters in the game that dish out far less damage than the other characters in the game. And not to mention, like, he does less damage, and all of his moves are red combos, so he's going to be doing even more less damage. Now, if you look at the frames, the frame data, Zenitsu has the highest frame startup on his skill 1 out of everyone in the game. He has the highest skill startup on his skill 2 out of anyone in the game. And then his skill 3 is a very fast one. There's only one other that's faster, and that is Giyu's. But it's a very short range compared to, like, say, Water Tanjiro, whose DP is the vertical axis of, you know, the north to the south pole. So, yeah. Highest startup in the game, has one of the lowest damages in the game, always starts a red combo. Y'all can see a recurring theme, but it doesn't even stop there. Let's go to the damage taken. So you guys know how Shinobu and Fire Tanjiro take the most damage in the game, right? If you look at the damage taken by characters, Water Tanjiro takes normal damage. Nezuko, normal damage. Orokodaki takes the least damage in the game. Don't know why, but he does. Makomo takes 1.15 times increased damage. Sabito takes 0.5 or 0.05. Zenitsu takes 1.15. Inosuke's 1.10. Murata's normal. Giyu's normal. Shinobu takes 0.2. And then Fire Tanjiro 0.2. Rengoku takes 1.5. So, if you guys don't know what this means, the higher your percent, the more damage you take. So, not only are there characters in the game that dish out far less damage than other characters, there are characters in the game that take much more damage than other characters. And if you look at the characters that deal less damage, they also take more damage. Shinobu deals, like, she does less damage. She takes more damage. Now, that's not to say about Rengoku or Fire Tanjiro, but Zenitsu does less damage, takes more damage. Makomo does the least amount of damage in the game, I'm pretty sure. Maybe Murata does less, I don't know. But takes more damage. I have absolutely no idea why they would do this. I have no idea. For the life of me, I can't understand why they would make characters that deal less damage, especially when Zenitsu starts red combo on every super, and then they take more damage. Because, looking at it, right? A lot of people want to know why I say Tanjiro's one of the best characters in the game, or he's the best character in the game. Well, when his first super does 1400, his second one does 1400, his third one does 1300, his assists do relative damage as well, his startup frames are decent on everything, he's invulnerable on his block skill, almost all of his moves start yellow combos, and then you go into his damage multiplier, and he takes neutral damage. He doesn't take increased damage. It's very easy to understand why I say the things I say. Because his supers all combo into each other. Or they reset his combos. Right? You look at Rengoku. Yes. Rengoku also takes more damage. Rengoku takes 1.15. But Rengoku's first skill is also doing 2,000 damage. Which is already insane. I mean, I just wanted to make this video to show you guys why I say the things I say and give y'all a little bit of understanding on some of the things that are in the game that I just don't think really should be in the game. Not as severe as they are, right? For all of the characters that do less damage, why are they taking more damage? For all of the characters that do the most damage in the game, why are they taking less damage? And I mean, that's not even for Rengoku or Fire Tanjiro. That's just Water Tanjiro, actually. But it just doesn't make sense to me how this works out, right? Zenitsu, all of his supers start red combos, which is already bad. But now all of his supers do, you know, not a lot of damage, right? The only super that does damage is Prime, and you can't do anything out of Prime except Air Flip, which does less damage. And if you're comboing, that means that it's going to get the damage knockoff, so it's going to be doing even less damage. I just wanted to bring this to y'all's attention because this is something that was crazy to me when I saw it. So, sorry if this was a longer video. Sorry if I talked a lot through this. I just wanted to talk to y'all and let y'all guys know what's going on. I mean, there's one more chart, but this chart is kind of relative. Everyone's jump frames are pretty relative to each other. Landing lag is relative to each other. There's not anything super crazy as far as this one, so I didn't show this. But as far as the specials go, and then the damage increase on characters, it's absolutely insane that this is in the game. So, anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.